Hi Virgo, welcome to Astrid's channel. Okay, I'm going to give you a reading for your love life for the first 2 weeks in July. I'm using Gilded Tarot. I've also got The Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to pull you a colour card later on and a message from the angels in this deck here. Okay. So this line here is your past and energy and influence. This is your current, this is your future, and these are the overall influences. So right, let's go first. What card have we got for past? Alright, this is quite a positive card. This is a really good card. Alright, we can see here, this is the 10 of Cups. This picture's really nice, it's happy, you've got a nice family home, you know, you're feeling good, you're out enjoying your life. And we can see all the cups up here are all full. Alright, and this reflects your emotions. So emotionally, you're emotionally fulfilled. Okay, 10 is a completion card, and it's saying, you know, you've come a long way to get to this point. Okay, that you're emotionally fulfilled and happy. Right, let's see what the next card is. The next card is Trust. Okay, which is good. This goes well with this. So obviously this is a romance reading, so you know you've built up your home, you've got a nice home, you're feeling emotionally fulfilled with one another, there's trust, you've got a real bond, okay, with the other person. And this is in your past. And your last card for this section is called Healing Family Issues. You can see there the man with his family. Alright, and this is just saying your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, but not necessarily just your parents, it could be anyone in your family. Maybe someone's had an effect, you know, and just generally your family life, which is good because we can see that in the 10 of Cups up here. Alright, so let's have a look at your present. Interesting. Okay, so you've got the 2 of Swords. You can see here the woman, she's got something covering her eyes. She can't see clearly. Alright. You've got 2 swords. The swords denote to mental. That's your thinking, your thoughts. And 2 always reflects some sort of decision that has to be made, a choice. Okay, you've got 2 options, 2 choices. But you're not thinking straight, okay? And you're not thinking clearly. And you can't really see what the best choice is. Let's have a look for the next card, maybe give some more clarity on the situation. Okay, you've got pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. Okay, that's the card there. And you can see in this picture, oh, sorry about that. There's a lady here, she's got a hat on, it looks like curtains, okay? She's had to open them to see clearly what's in front of her. Somebody's bowing, and there's another lady here, but she's very translucent, okay? So no, things are not as they seem. She's not solid, okay? But I think on this card, for you, this is basically trying to say is, you know, you're not pulling the wool over my eyes sort of thing, okay? She can see there's something wrong and she kind of knows. If you can see from these 2 cards, they are pretty much related. You can't see clearly, you can't think straight, something's not right, but you have to make a choice. Alright, and the 3rd card is Make the Effort. Okay. So I think it's trying to say make the effort so that you can see clearly, okay? because this is obviously this present situation you're in just now. It's giving you a warning, something's going down. You know it yourself because you can feel it in your bones. You can't think clearly, you've got choices to make, you need to pay attention because things aren't as they seem. Alright, so make the effort, try and be more aware of that. Okay, let's have a look at the future and see if that can put any light on this situation. Okay, the first future card you've got is the Devil. Alright, this is related to the sign of Aries in the zodiac. And basically it's codependency. This can be codependency on alcohol, drugs, someone else, love. And when it's used in excess in this card, it can really mean some manipulation, you know, abusing their powers, okay? So just be aware of that. Maybe this is related to this whole situation, the Devil. You know, maybe this is... You've got to pay attention to the red flags because maybe this is what's coming in your future. Well, it is in that position. Okay, let's check the next card. Wow. Okay, you've got retreat. Okay, retreat. So, that's a bit confusing because... Right, it says it's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, maybe that's just the situation rather than a more romantic. Maybe just taking a break from your partner or just, you know, or the person that, you know, you're interested in, or the situation at home if you're married. Maybe just take, you know, a day or so out or whatever. Alright, so maybe this is what's happening. Right, I maybe get it now a bit better. Release your ex, okay? There's a woman in here, she's very distressed. See her there, she's absolutely at her wit's end. She's got some sort of communication, love letter, so this could do with some sort of communication that comes into play in the future. You know, maybe you are thinking about someone from your past, or, you know, if this happy relationship here from the past came to an end and then you were confused about the situation, but there was red flags, but you couldn't quite see, or you're not quite seeing it at the moment. But it's telling you to release your ex. So maybe you're hanging on in the hope of something can be fixed. Then maybe it can, but it's saying release your ex, so it's that for a reason. It's a warning. Maybe you're getting a bit... Maybe the situation's, you know, it's a bit addictive. It's in your head, you're thinking about it. You know, it's like an obsession of someone else. Or maybe that's what's happening to you. Okay, let's have a look at this one. This is overall feel for your romance angels. It's unrequited love. Alright. You can see that there in the picture. The woman. She's not looking very impressed. She's getting a kiss on the hand from the man. But I don't think, you know, the feeling's mutual. She's not impressed at all, is she? And basically it's saying there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, okay? So maybe this was, you know, all a bit of a facade in the past or at the present. The overall feeling we've got for the King of Pentacles, here he is. Okay, and this could be you because you're an earth sign, Virgo. Doesn't matter on gender, but you know, the king is basically, he works really hard. He's, you know, he's quite a fair man. He likes his material things. He doesn't hold a grudge for long, not like some of the other kings. Yeah, he's pretty loyal, pretty faithful also. Okay, you can rely upon this man. You know, he's dependable. And that might be your characteristics. Alright, Virgo, let's see what advice or healing that we've got from the colour cards, okay? And then we'll try and piece a bit more of this puzzle together. Right, what advice have you got? What healing message have you got for Virgo in regards to love for the first 2 weeks in July? What advice, healing message, colour can you give Virgo for the month of July? Okay, I think that one wants to come out, so we'll take that one. Okay, apricot. I like these cards. Okay, and that's just basically telling you to rejoice and laugh, okay? So maybe, you know, this situation where you can't see straight, that you're confused mentally, you don't know what's happening, you need to pay attention for things that are not quite what you think they are, okay? And I think once you have maybe, you know, have a good time, have a bit of rejoice, then you might start to see certain things a bit clearer, okay? Just to lighten up a bit for a short period. Let's have a look at your message from your angels. Right, what message do you have for Virgo for the month of July? What messages? Oh, there we go. Oh, you've got two. Alright, okay, I'm going to take the first one that fell out there. You got Teresa. Okay. And basically the message here is time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself, okay? So I think that's just reinforcing what this one said as well. Okay, so you've got apricot, the flower apricots, and you've got take time out, okay? This one's telling you to go and have fun. This is, you know, to lighten up a bit. Alright, Virgo, yep, it was pretty confusing reading, but you can always leave me a comment if that relates. I know it doesn't relate to every Virgo out there, but it would be interesting to know if that is, you know, relatable to your situation. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.